Yo, what's up dudes? My name is Doogie, and welcome back to another video. Today's video is kind of a special one. Bit of a special video because today I am going to be showcasing the city that I have spent a decent period of time building. I'm going to be showing you guys every building I've built, giving you guys a decently in-depth tour, and as much as I would love to provide a world download, I am too much of a spoon to figure out how to do it. So there is no world download, I'm sorry. For now, I just don't know how to do it. I am a spoon. I couldn't figure it out even if I tried. So there is not a world download for this, I'm sorry, but I will show you guys as much as I can in this video. And this is where we're going to be doing our Let's Builds. Now, I don't know if you noticed this, but my voice is a little bit given out. I just finished recording the first episode of Survival Craft, which hopefully will be out before this video. But, yeah, my voice is just outright shot, and yeah, so let's get this tour started, shall we? Okay, so we begin the tour right here. This right here was the very first building I built in the city. So, you know, looking around here, it's a pretty standard building. It's a standard modern house, inspired by someone whose name I've forgotten, though I don't think it's a direct block-for-block copy. It isn't, but it is heavily inspired by something someone else built. Got a little garage over here with Corralis's Mini Cooper inside of here, and if we go inside of the house, then we have some of the oldest interior decorating I've ever done. I hate these pressure plates. I don't know why I put them down, but I can't remove them because I put them down. So, like, here in the kitchen, we have, you know, pretty standard kitchen setup. You got some counters, you got a furnace, some comically high cabinets that not even I, in my infinite height, could reach, and we got a TV. You can sit down and watch some TV, and of course the world is currently watching these two guys fight for some reason, because every TV has this image on it for some reason, but you know, that's just how it is. So in here, we got a little office. This is actually supposed to be like a YouTube office, like if I ever did videos in this world. This is my little YouTube office, and we got my favorite music disc here, Wait, and I can just play that whenever I feel like it. Now, to be fair, this house was created, I think it was created before 1.16, so, or maybe it was created with 1.16, but Wait was my favorite music disc, so it's there. Nice little desk, decent little setup here, nice little room, room, because I need to say room correctly, but anyway. Up here, got a little bit of a deck area, an inaccessible part of the roof there. Standard house, right? Pretty decent. Just a nice little house I built. So, the next things I built in the world, I'm pretty sure, is I had like a whole road network here, this very square, really bad road network that I'm not going to do like this anymore. I'm going to make my roads more varied and curvy, how they're supposed to be. But here we have what I believe was the second house I built, a very small purple suburban house. And if you guys want to see me build any of these buildings, just put this little building code here. It's usually 4 digits. Put it in the comment section, and I might do a tutorial on that specific building. But anyway, in here, got a little setup, you know, decent interior, kitchen, all the stuff. I'm gonna have to rush through this because there are like 50 buildings to get through, so, you know, there's a lot to see here. It's a pretty standard house. It's it's not really a family house. This is like a house you'd own if you, I didn't realize at this point that it's pretty standard to have at least 2 bedrooms in every single house. You know, minor detail. Everyone sleeps in the same room apparently, but anyway. This house is, what's strange is that this house looks mirrored and the colors are shifted, which it is, but I didn't use World Edit. Like, I didn't shift this house with World Edit, I just copied it by hand. Like, the most inefficient process in the world. I don't know why, but anyway, it's the same house except it's just red. I mean, down to like some of the smallest details. It's okay. This upper area here is different, but even still, very similar looking house. So over here, I believe, was the 4th building I built, and this is probably These next two buildings are some of my least favorite because they're really experimental in their design, both externally, and I don't think it turned out the best. So you got a little kitchen area, TV, you know, the standard stuff of an interior. And if you come up here, you got a little bedroom, and then you got yourself a nice walk-in closet. Still only one bedroom. Like, I really disliked families apparently because I don't make any houses for them. So, I mean, like I said, not the worst looking thing in the world, but I'm not a huge fan of the look of the exterior. So here we have the 5th building I built with a very, God, that is an interesting choice for a television. But you know, you got a little standard here. You got a little place to sit down, watch TV. A little kitchen as always. You're probably beginning to see a pattern in what I build inside of these houses. You got yourself a little bedroom here, which has a double door, but goes into one of the smallest bedrooms in the world. Interesting design choice. You can exit through that side. Very small house, single person, probably only one person or like a newly married couple live here. There is no room for expansion for a family. So this is the single neighborhood, and that's it. So because no one family-wise could live here. This is where I actually like this one. I like its simplicity. I like how it looks. I like the one beside it even more. I like these two buildings. These are two decent buildings. So this one is the 6th building I built, and in here we got a little kitchen, little clock so you can tell what time of day it is. It always is the same. I never let the time pass because I am Dio. I have stopped time. Time cannot flow. But here we have, I hate those pressure plates. I hate those pressure plates. But anyway, we have a little room here. Once again, only one room, walk-in closet. Very standard stuff for the house. This is probably one of my favorite houses because it actually looks very nice. I like the exterior look of it. It looks pretty decent and nice from all angles. Even this one is the weakest angle, but it still looks pretty nice. I mean, looks like a nice little house, right? You got a little front porch here. This is the 7th building I built, I believe. The numberings are generally loosely based around the order I built them in, but it's not going to be exact because I started counting at around 30 buildings, so, you know, not exact. So here we got, you know, little standard place here. Not too crazy, not too crazy. I like the big reclining chair. It's my favorite feature of the house. And if you come up here, you got a little, I think I actually built 2 bedrooms, so finally accommodated a small family. I mean, how nice of me, right? Seriously, but then I didn't give them a couch. I gave them a single recliner chair. I do not think things through, do I? These are very small houses also. They're not really particularly large. So this little stretch of buildings here is very similar. They're not, I have a rule in this world. There is no copy pasting of any buildings, but they're very bland and similar. So I'm going to rush through these because there's nothing interesting to see here. So this is the 8th building. Pretty standard interior. Got some cabinets, TV, the like. You walk up a staircase, you got a room, and then you leave there. You go over here, you got another room. Small family house, nothing too special. Doesn't really even have like a significant yard around it. It's, you know, it's a standard house. It's a standard house for a small family. And over here, we have the nice little room here. We got a living room. You got a nice big TV here, which is only 3 blocks, so I cannot put the picture here. But you know, not everyone's TV is on at the same time, so it does kind of add a little bit of detail to the world. But I mean, it's a nice open concept down there. You got a small bedroom here. You got another small bedroom here. And don't ask where the bathrooms are, because once again, I didn't realize the logistics of housing yet. I didn't make a bathroom until, I didn't start making bathrooms in places until later on and down the line over there. So anyway, this is the 10th building, very yellow. You walk in, very yellow looking place. I would not be able to stand the walls here. I think I would hate it, but you know, some people like yellow, I guess, because they don't have taste in colors. And here we have, of course, a bedroom. So, pretty standard house, not a small family house. This is going to be a newlywed couple or someone by themselves. And then we have a blue house over here. Got a nice little looking place over here. You know, nice looking. You got some furniture. You got a small kitchen, little TV over there. It's got a bedroom here, and I think, yeah, another bedroom. So, small family house, nothing too crazy. That's dangerous. That's very dangerous. I didn't even realize that. Ugh, boy. Well, I don't get, you know, no one ever said these buildings didn't violate any sort of building codes, you know. Oh boy, I don't even want to ever submit these to someone who is a architect, because I would be getting yelled at. So, in here we got ourselves a nice little interior. Little downstairs here. You walk upstairs, you got a painting. You got a little... Sorry, voice is really giving out here. Got a little hallway there. And you got yourself a bedroom here for, you know, like I said, probably a single person. Okay. This is the 13th building. This is the next house. Let's go and take a look at what we got in here. Pretty standard building, you know, just a couple, you could sit down, watch TV, watch the game. We got a nice, this is a much nicer kitchen than the other ones in my opinion. I like this kitchen a little better. And if you go upstairs here, bedroom here, and is this one here? Yeah, yes. Why are there two? Yeah, I guess people here get big beds. Yeah, this is a big bedded family. Really large people, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, large beds. Got a little vehicle, kind of a van out here. I know. Go ahead and make your jokes. Yes, it's a white van. I know it's a white van, okay? Look. Okay, look at me. I assure you that nobody, no kids have gone missing and been put in this van. I cannot talk today. Like, my voice is giving out, my grammar is off point. I am struggling, guys. Anyway, this is the 14th building. You got yourself a nice little flat screen TV here. You got yourself a nice little kitchen set up. You got a little table over here. If we go upstairs, you'll see that we got a bedroom. Pretty standard house. Nothing too crazy. What are they watching here? Ah, nice. They're watching a nature documentary or whatever that is. And if we go down, we could just leave the house and go over here to the next house. This is the 15th house. Pretty standard looking house. These guys own a Ford F-150, which was not designed by me. If I'm smart and I'm not a spoon, in the comments section, or in the description, I mean, I should credit the people who designed some of these vehicles, because I am not nearly good enough of a builder to build vehicles. So, Doogie, future editing me, you're watching this right now, do that, please. Please do that. Okay, anyway. So, let's check out this little house here, the 15th house. And inside we have, like I said, these houses are very repetitive, very standard interior. You go up here, you got a very standard house, little room, a little bit of a different design with a room layouts, but you know, very similar concepts to what we've seen so far. Okay, that was probably the most bland part of the tour, because this is very, not necessarily purposefully so, but this is definitely a very bland part of my map. Really didn't put too much effort into, you know, making each of these houses feel very unique or anything. Didn't bother with the story in each of the houses. Very bland part of the world. So, I think, let me check the building numbers here, because I'm going to go based off the building numbers for the order I built these in, but this is 15. What is the gas station? Gas station is 16, so I built the gas station next. That's the official consensus. So next up was the gas station, and you know, you come here, you get your gas, you pump your gas, and you leave. We're not gonna talk about the fact that, you know, you can't pull on this side, which is, you know, how gas pumps work. I didn't think when I was making this. So we got ourselves a motorbike here. I don't remember if I designed this or not. If I didn't, this one I actually don't know, and I can't credit because I don't know who made this. I might not have. If I didn't, I'm sorry. I'm not going to take any credit just in case, but yeah, this is a motorcycle. This bus I did make, and it's a very interesting looking bus, and you know, just a little bus, you know. People get off here, they go and get their stuff they need. I think this is guys by a oh no, these are the vacuums you use to clean your vehicle. But anyway, over here inside the building, it's an empty convenience store. Somebody works back here, you know. You talk to them and whatnot. It's a convenience store, you know. It's a gas station. You got some dumpsters in the back, and now we move on to this neighborhood. So number 17 here, we're another orange building, I think. I went for a different roof design here for this one, so it looks a little bit different. And in the interior here, we have a pretty standard interior. We got a small little TV here. I turned my simulation distance down, so maybe I figured the issue was all the entities being rendered, but it, you know, it just seems like my computer is struggling to handle the game. So anyway, little bedroom here, pretty standard, Over here we got ourselves a bedroom, you know. You just got a bedroom here. I actually forgot what it was called for a second. It's been one of those days. Over here we have a nice light blue house. I mean, looks really nice on the inside. You got yourself a very cramped bottom floor. I will certainly say not a lot of floor space, but you know, that's whatever. Up here we have a nice little section where somebody like plays games here. Maybe, you know, they're fighting the Wither right now. They have to have a really interesting screen resolution, I imagine, because of the shape of the TV, but that's okay. And in here we got a bedroom. Pretty standard stuff. I don't know why they have 2 tables. They must really need a lot of tables in that room, but anyway. So there's that. Then I believe I built this, and oh, by the way, this is a custom car design of mine, and this is actually a Land Rover. I believe it's specifically the LR3 I was going for, but it's a Land Rover. Nice little vehicle. And this is actually a Lego set. I based this off of a Lego set, which if I'm smart enough, I'm going to put on the screen right now. And I think it turned out pretty okay. I don't know how to feel about this house. I mean, I'm real with you guys. This house is an anomaly. It looks fine, but like it's really interesting how I pulled this house together. But anyway, very unique house in my city. Very much so an experimental house. You got a little TV in here. Nothing in here, though. If I was doing this today, I probably would have turned this into the bathroom. Oh no, I broke the door. That was not intentional. Let me put that back. Okay. But over here we got a little kitchen, you know. Nice place to relax here and look out at the beautiful city, the concrete jungle I have made. And up here, that annoys me, but anyway, up here we got ourselves a nice room here. You can go and get some rest and whatnot. Once again, this is not a family home, but very interesting design choices all the way around. As you can see, as I'm doing a flyby here, I really apologize for the frame rate. What on earth, game? Give me 1 second. I'm amazed. Alright, so anyway, we're back now. We're back. Just had to check what was going on with my frame rate. It was just hurting for some reason. So over here, now the order of the buildings here is going to get jacked up because I didn't label these 4 until the end of my labeling, and I labeled them incorrectly. But anyway, over here, this is 43, and I think this is the first of these buildings I built. Pretty standard interior. I think I built these pretty early, actually. And come up here, you got yourself it's a nice modern house. You know, this view right here alone is probably worth like several $1 million, you know. But you know, it's just a nice little modern house. You got yourself a Nice balcony here. It's a modern house, you know, pretty standard. If you want to see a tutorial on this, you know the number. So this is 44, which is a very small modern house that's actually kind of based off of Corralis's 13 by 13 modern house, I believe. But I changed it up a bit, you know. If you go on the inside here, got a kitchen. Nice little kitchen here. No cabinets, apparently. We don't like cabinets here. And you got yourself a little relaxing, not relaxing, you got yourself a little seating area here. You got some bookshelves. You come up here, you got yourself a desk, and you sleep with that wonderful view to the side of you. Absolutely amazing. I feel like I'm a real estate agent trying to sell these houses to people. I actually genuinely do. But anyway, over here, I'm 45, so this was next. This one's kind of roughly based off of the, I think it's 24 by 24 modern house Corralis did. It's roughly based off of that. You got yourself a nice pool here. There's no shallow section, so once you jump in, you're just in. You got yourself a nice little relaxing pool area, though. And if we go over to the side here, we got some, well, nice lanterns here, but pretty standard looking house, right? Just a nice little house that we got here. But on the inside, it's a little nice little house. You know, you got yourself a nice open concept. You got yourself some a kitchen here, a little bit of a kind of pantry or storage over here. Would have made that a bathroom if this was a modern, like a house that I actually built now. But then you got yourself your room, which is of course nice and spacious, because a person who can afford any house like this is single and loves to have, or has no children, I mean, and loves to have spacious rooms. And over here we got ourselves a very interesting one, kind of a skull shape to it in a weird way, but this was a bit of an experiment in terms of a modern house. Very unique shape and things I did on it, but I think it turned out okay. If we go inside, you got yourself a very interesting looking, you got a kitchen here, nice looking interior, little very small television for a modern house, I'll certainly say. Got a little table here, you can go upstairs, and you got just the world's largest bedroom here, because nobody needs bathrooms in this world apparently, because logistically that was not what I was thinking about. And that is, I guess, gonna kind of conclude this like part of the map here, because this was the first stuff I built. Very suburban living, if you will, not quite urban regions. So this is where performance is going to start to hurt itself, and where we're going to notice some issues. But anyway, the next thing I worked on building was this area here. So this is Edwards Park. Now, this is when I realized it was very nice to probably give a story to parts of your world, because it makes the world feel more alive. So Edward in this world is kind of just some, you know how people will like donate to schools and they'll build a gym in their honor? That's kind of this guy, very rich guy, but ultimately was a good guy, donated, and maybe he wasn't, you know, maybe he was a really bad person, but he donated to or whatever, did some good things in his life, and there was a park built in his honor. Not only was there a park built in his honor, but that is called the Edward Hotel, and this is called the Edwards Diner. So overall, this park is kind of dedicated to him, but it's a nice little park. Got ourselves 2 trees. Not exactly the best looking. I would have built them very differently today, but you know, there are no do-overs. I'm not gonna, my rule is that I can't redo anything in this world. I don't want to trample the history, and I'm really sorry for the poor frame rates. I'm telling you, I have optimized this thing. It does not want to load things well. So, if we come inside of here, we got our, this is the, by the way, this building here is 20, and that is this area here. And if we come inside of here, we got a nice little Irish pub at the bottom here, which I, not so, obviously labeled here, and you know, just, it's just a nice little not diner, a nice little bar. So if we come up here, oh, well, first of all, never mind. I thought that was going to be a bathroom, but it wasn't. But if we come up here and we come into this room, here we have a little apartment. Someone lives here. They have a nice little apartment here. They got a bedroom, and they actually have a bathroom, because I started to think about these kinds of things now. It's a miracle. But it is actually, I think, the exact same. Yeah, it is the literal exact same through all of these floors here. So it's the same room, same design. Did I change the kitchen? No, this is the same kitchen design. So it's the same like house design through all the floors, and one tenant lives on each floor. So this is probably a little bit nicer in terms of urban housing. Now, I want you to keep in mind here, if you live in a city watching this, I don't. I live in the total opposite of a city, and have never really been to a big city like New York in my life. So keep that in mind. I think this was the next one, so this is 21. And this is Al's Toys, and no, not Al's Toy Barn from Toy Story, even though that's what this was inspired by, but just Al's Toys. Got a little chemistry set here, and you got yourself a nice, some toys, some masks maybe, some toys, I guess. You got like a like a plushie, and you got some toy cars here. You got yourself a nice some music discs. We got ourselves some boxes if you want to store your stuff, cashier stations. We got a bathroom here because, once again, I actually finally started to think about those things. And if you come up here, I believe once again it's the case of the floors are the same on every single floor, but this is one apartment where you have a nice bedroom here, and then you got yourself a little bathroom in here in the middle, nice, and there's no sink. There's no sink. I can't fix that. Oh, that irks me. I guess you have to leave the bathroom and wash your hands here with no faucet. So, irks me. Yeah, anyway, sorry. I'm just a little mad at my past self. In here, we have another apartment, a bathroom. Well, this one's got a sink. Why didn't I put a sink in the other one? Anyway, got a sink in there. You got yourself a bathroom here. Sorry, not a bathroom, a bedroom here. It has been a long day. It has been a long day. So, up here, I think it's the same thing. I'm just gonna quickly take a peek. Yeah, every single floor is the same, and there's only 2 floors. So, yeah, that floor is the same as the one below it. So, I started to do that with these buildings because it saves time on the building, and it makes the process much easier. So, this building here was the next one, and down here at the bottom, we have Edward's Diner. A nice little place here where people can go, eat, get some food. And I think this is the bathroom here. Yep. If you have to go to the restroom, it's right here. And up here, I believe. Here we go. Got ourselves an apartment. You got yourself a nice bathroom here. You got yourself a nice bedroom here. And is there a second apartment? Yes, there is. I squeezed 2 in here. Interesting. Here we have a second apartment. You got yourself a very small bathroom here. You got yourself a bedroom here. Sorry for the lag, by the way. You got yourself a nice kitchen here with no carpets. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Everything is okay. And in here you have, you got a nice little view. So this floor here is the same as the one below it, but these next 2 floors are a little different because I changed the wall material. And so I don't know if they're the same exact layout, but I'm going to show you this floor regardless, just to make sure we don't miss anything. So, little bathroom, and here we got bedroom, Yeah, it's the same. It's just the wall color is different because the building, this is one of the few buildings I have that actually has its color change as it goes upwards. It's a very, these are very interesting choices of buildings because it looks very tropical. Like I'd expect to see this at a beach somewhere as like a resort or something, not quite in the middle of a city. But anyway, here we have a slightly older building. I don't know if did I build this one first? I think I built this one first. So they're the same. But anyway, this is a older building, one that's been here a while. Probably was built maybe in the 40s or whatnot. And so he's got a, oh geez, this person sits on the TV. That's a detail I didn't notice. But anyway, got a bathroom here. Nice little bathroom. You can just do your business. And up here we have, I think, 2 bedrooms. We got a bedroom here. I'll explain this in a second. And we got a nice little bathroom in here. So we got a bedroom here. So yes, I'll explain this banner here in 1 second. So little computer station, I think, and yeah, that's this house. Very, very kind of plain looking house. The back here you got some emergency fire exits, and now I'm going to explain the banner. So lore-wise in this world, there is a kind of underground movement, if you will, almost a resistance. I guess you could say it's socialist because that is certainly what this flag looks like, but it's just some kind of underground movement seeking to, overthrow the government, as you normally have in your cities. I just decided to put it in here for the sake of having some story in the world around us. So, getting out of these back alleys here, this house is basically the exact same, I'm pretty sure, except I think this person is not a member of that organization. And they also have their computer with a screen. So I might have built this one first and forgot to put the screen in the other one. I think that's what happened. So this was actually built first, then that other one that looks just like this was built. And it was copy pasted because I actually learned at this point to copy paste buildings. And I will say I don't mind I don't mind too much copy pasting. I don't want to spam the same building over and over again, but having 2 so close to each other in a way that would probably actually happen in real life, I don't really mind. But then I built these buildings. So this building here is 26, 25. So this one right here, 25, was built first. Pretty standard looking building. It's 5 stories tall. So these are some inner city buildings. Over here, and I know you don't need to tell me urban planning wise, you probably wouldn't have suburban houses immediately bleed into these kind of large high rises. I know that, okay? I know that now, but didn't know at the time when I was building this, or didn't think about it. So over here, got ourselves a little bathroom here. And if we go upstairs, oh right, that was a clothing store down there, by the way. I didn't even show that. Little clothing store. You can buy some clothes. Got some mannequins. Really creepy mannequins. I don't like mannequins. But anyway, if we go up here and we go into this room, we actually have large apartments, and it's the same on all floors. So we got ourselves a much larger apartment with more floor space, big room, walk-in closet. And if we go over here, we have a bathroom that is comically large and has a really massive window on it, which, once again, I wasn't really thinking too much while building these things. I just wanted to build a city, and I kind of got carried away and didn't really think too much about the logistics of what I was building. So there you go. There's that house. There's that house. Or, sorry, that building, not that house. This is right here. This is the 26th building. This has a little restaurant in the bottom. I'm not quite sure what I decided. I don't think I named it, but it is a restaurant. And over here we have ourselves a little kitchen, where the food is cooked. And then over here we have a bathroom, pretty standard. And I think, once again, all the floors are the same, and they look just like this. It's a little bathroom here, and bedroom here, kitchen over here. You got a lot of cabinet space in this kitchen, though these two kind of bump into each other, so not exactly the best design, but you know, you can't exactly, you win some, you lose some, you win some, you lose some. So that is this building, and then the one right next to it, this is 27, and in here we got a little library, kind of a bookstore. You come here, you buy books, you go over here, we got a bathroom, pretty standard, and if we come up here, we go in here, and I think once again all the floors are the same kind of room design here. In fact, this might even be an already existing, okay, it's very similar, but it's not the same room design as I did in the other building. So I think we have 2 bedrooms in this room, or in this house. No, there's a bathroom there. Yes, we have 2 bedrooms, so this is probably for like a family. So it is that on all of the floors of this building. So once again, this is a kind of these are relatively very similar buildings in this little kind of block we built here. And yeah, so I think next I built this, which is a supermarket. So this is a Lamborghini design, not by me. We'll probably have to credit this person in the description. And this as well, this is also not a car design by me. We'll credit this person if I can, if I remember who they were. This truck design was adapted and borrowed from someone, so I'm gonna have to credit that person down below as well. So this is Pocket. Pocket is like Walmart mixed with Target of this world. So it's not like as low end as Target. I mean, not as low end as Walmart. It's got kind of the quality of Target, but it's got the feel of a Walmart, if you will. It's just a big, massive super store. So you know, it's got the theme colors of cyan and magenta. Is that magenta? That is magenta, right? Yes, magenta. Okay. So you know, you come in here, you got your furniture, you got your food here, the bakery. It's a very dark place. I don't really like how little light there is. Lighting is a very difficult thing to do in Minecraft. I kind of wish they made spotlights so you could really get lighting a bit nicer looking. But anyway, you got yourself the frozen food section, all these aisles of entities that will cause any computer to freak out. And I forgot to do that shelf. And nice, okay. But anyway, you get the point. It's just a kind of a superstore. And of course, you leave, you got your logo there. Gugh, the lag. Gugh. Ugh. Sorry for those of you watching this, I know the lag is almost unbearable. So the next building I built were these buildings. And these buildings, the ones I'm about to start showing you, kind of begin the modern phase of building. Or at least, not what I mean is me building now. So this is 20, okay, so this is 29. This is the first one I built. You got yourself a nice little area down here, and these 2 buildings, by the way, are not the same. So you got a bathroom down here. I started using these, see what I mean? I started using like a more varied block texture. I use like banner tricks to make cool things. I improved as a builder with this building, is what I'm saying. We got a nice interior here. We got ourselves a kitchen. You got yourself a nice living room here. You even got a little like a very small balcony. Not really all that great, but this is actually based off of a real life building which did have a small balcony on it. So I decided to put that in. You got yourself a bedroom here, and you know, you got a little computer here. You can play some games, and might I say, this is a brilliant view, especially of the or a decent view, especially of the little square over there. So while you're playing games, you can see people over there. But anyway, over here, up here, we got ourselves another bedroom, similar, nice little view you got here, a little higher up, so people are probably less likely to look in and see you when you're people watching, because, you know, it's very awkward to get caught doing that, but you know, people do it. So, leaving the building now, we're going to go next door, and next door we have a very similar building, but it's different. This one's a bit more dingy, if you will, especially in the basement. So similar down here, but we got a little bit of a dilapidated carpet, some boxes, got a bathroom once again, and if you come up here you might notice something. There's a lot of red in the house. That is a very intentional design feature, which you'll see why. Got a little balcony here, you go up here, and you find that this person is kind of crazy. I mean, they got all these artifacts and this brewing stuff and all these things. So this right here is a note that this guy has a meeting for the organization I was talking about earlier, the rebellion, which there's a story behind this house. Okay, so this guy is into some interesting stuff. You know, he's got like all these enchanting things. This is probably enough for most people to be like, okay, he's weird, I'm satisfied now. I've seen enough into his life. He has a weird hobby, right? However, this is kind of like a facade to distract people. So they see this stuff and they're like, okay, I've gotten enough dirt on him. But in actuality, notice all the red. It is important. Back here in his closet, he's got a ladder up to a trap door, which opens into a part of the building where he has meetings for this organization. This is like the secret meeting area of the organization. And everyone has this note that there is a meeting at location 23, not location 13. So this is probably location 13, and then 20, did I say 20, 28? And then location 28 is where they're currently having a meeting, which I have built, which I will show you guys in a little bit. So you can tell I started thinking way more about my building at this point, and you're going to probably see, the more we do this, the journey from building very basically to building decently okay. So I think I built this next. This is 30. No. I built this next. This is 31. This is also based off of a real life building that I don't know if I remember where the source image is. But anyway, so in this building here, well, this is a terrible entrance. Good lord, that's just walk right into a block. But anyway, we got a little, this is the Edwards Hotel. You got a little, named after, you know, Edwards, the guy I was talking about earlier. You got yourself a little area here to relax. You got yourself the back area here where we have the check-in and whatnot. And a small cafe here where somebody doesn't have to, they don't have a really large workload. They make a few things here and there, right? Not many people, really. A lot of coffees, you know, nothing too crazy. And then over here, got a little area here. Very interesting architectural decisions in terms of this. So every floor is the same as this, but these are some nice hotel rooms. They got a stripe in the wall, which is such a cool detail design-wise that I really like. It's a nice modern hotel. They provide you with computers. What does this say? Oh, nothing. It's just for decoration. Okay. A little bedroom, a nice closet to store all your stuff. This is probably where a rich business person would have an extended stay if they were staying in the city for a while. So, you know, just a nice area. Just a very nice hotel. And if you go all the way up to the roof here, because every floor is the same, and all the way up to the roof, you have a nice little roof access where you got a little chill out area right here. You can look down and see the square. Very nice view of the square. So the next building I built was this one, which is 0032. This is the 32nd building, as you can see if my game would stop lagging. If we go in here, this place, this is a very interesting business because it's like you know how you can rent convention centers for conventions? That is this place. Businesses rent this place for meetings, or organizations rent this place for gatherings. That is what this building is. So, In here, we have ourselves a nice little, waiting area, or a reception area, I should say. A men and women's bathroom, which is the first time I've ever done that. Even though there's no difference between them, I believe. Well, the men's is smaller. That's interesting. I don't know why I did that. I think the women's had the space under the stairs to expand. But anyway, if you look on the note here, there's a reason these notes are here. Reservations. Reservation for all day Unions United Co. What is Unions United? Well, it is the code name of the organization I was talking about earlier. So everything looks pretty normal down here, but if you walk up here, boom. Even from outside the building, you probably couldn't tell all these banners and and whatnot that show that this organization is here. They are having a meeting here today. So this is location 28 or 21 or whatever the location number was. So the speaker is here giving speeches about how the government is evil and they should topple the government. That is, what happens here. And, it's decorated all the way through. I really enjoyed making this building. This was a very fun project. Up here, we got some people kind of sitting above this hole in the floor. I don't know what to call this, but you know what I mean. It's people stand up here and they look down on the meeting. You know the drill. You know the drill. And then up here, we have a restricted area, which is where the higher ups, like the really, really top dogs of the meeting, of the organization, can have a meeting. So this is where maybe the founder or, chief of whatever is, these guys will have their meeting up here. And it's a smaller meeting room for the higher ups, and it's higher up in the building. So that's the whole building. This was a fun building to make, I'm not gonna lie. It was very challenging too, not only shape-wise, but interior-wise. This whole building was a massive challenge to make, but I think it turned out pretty nice. I think it looks really wonderful. So, right. So next, I kind of got in this mood to build a nice, relaxing little cafe. And so you have a little small building here. We got a coffee shop. You go in here. Look how cozy that this is. Like, if I had shaders on and my computer wouldn't kill itself, this would be such a comfortable little place. I mean, just look at it. And you got all this, I'll let you guys look at this. You got, like, specialty drinks, like XP bottles and potions and honey tea, you got pumpkin pie, cookies and cakes. You got black coffee, coffee with milk, Colombian coffee, which is probably not a thing, but if it is, it's here. So, and you got yourself, of course, stall. You have to have stall in a jazzy place like this. And you got my favorite music discs, blocks, and weight. I mean, I like Pigstep and Other Side as well, but this was before those, I think. Or at least it was before Other Side. I know it was before Other Side, but Pigstep might have existed, but Pigstep doesn't fit the vibe of this place. And of course, in the back, you got yourself a nice little kitchen area where people make the drinks. You got your brewing stands, your honey, you got your sugar, your cocoa, your bottles, all the materials you need to make coffee and nice drinks for people. Okay, so this is 33. What is this? 34. We get to my crown jewel that is completed, the crown jewel of completed buildings, the Mine Bank headquarters. Oh my goodness, was this building fun to make. I enjoyed every second of it. I loved this building. Making this building from top to bottom, it was so fun. So this is 0034, for those of you who are curious, is the building number. Look at this. You got a nice large reception area at the bottom floor. You got yourself a nice, just a brilliant little place where you sit down and just it's so nice. I mean, it really is. And that's the first floor. There are 7 floors. You got a little elevator here. We have the IT department, which, because I'm going to be getting into this field one day, I know quite a bit about this field. So we got an office here, head of IT department. This guy has a nice little office where he does his thing. And we have a chief technician office. This guy does his thing. He works on the servers. Probably he is the chief technician. You got yourself nice server racks here, some workstations around where other members can work. You got all of these like maintenance areas where this guy probably works on some computers, or specifically like the desktops of the company here. And if you go in here, I actually bothered building kind of a back area here. Like, I kind of actually did some things. And if you go in the back over here, you got like little server carts that have like server racks in them, or server pieces, if you will. So I actually took the effort to really detail this this floor, and I think it turned out amazing. Alright, this is like one of my favorite parts of this city, not just this building, because it turned out so well. But anyway, if we go up here, we have the Human Resources Department, and in the words of Obi-Wan Kenobi, you'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. So if we come inside, we got ourselves a recruitment manager. This person, meets with people, does interviews, or maybe manages the people who do the interviews. And we got an HR manager. This guy manages the entire department. He's, just a dude, does his thing. And you come in here, you got yourself a nice workstations, filing cabinets, and whatnot here. Some desks with some flowers. This person's weird. They have a skull at their desk. We got ourselves break areas to the side with clocks that you're always constantly reminded that you're on a clock and your life is being paid for by the hour, and you better get back to work when your 15-minute break is over. Pretty standard stuff for companies like this. So if we go over here, we got another break area. Once again, requirement to have a clock there so they know when they need to get back to work. So we come up here, we have the legal department of the bank. So this department, once again, deals with legality. These are your people who will try to, they're lawyers. I don't need to tell you how lawyers be. They got a nice, they got their desks and whatnot. The carpets are red to represent the... Honestly, I'm going to be real with you. Both this department and the one below it are pretty evil. But anyway, here we have the head of legal operations, which is, fun fact, I had to look into real legitimate positions in departments of companies. So these are real positions, by the way. So this person here, important. They got a little desk. They got, you can sit down at a chair, be intimidated by them. But what's even more intimidating is the head lawyer, the evilest man in the building. Because if you walk in here, what's that? That is the banner of the organization earlier with a massive X across it. He does not like this organization because he, after all, is evil rich businessman who makes much money. He don't want to share money because he's selfish, I put stories in my builds, guys. So, he's got his computer here. This is the office you don't want to find yourself in. So, let's leave. Of course, we go up. The financial department, the most important of, a banking company. So here we have like 2 or 3 times the workstations of the previous floors because there's a lot of people here. And they have little break areas to the side, some recreational areas and whatnot. And we got like people here at the back who might be a bit more important or something, who, like this guy might be responsible for these 4, and he might or she might be responsible for these 4. You know how it works. So that is the financial department, the most important department of this business because it's the core of this business. And if we come up here, we got the credit departments. Oh boy, the credit departments. Whew, I feel nervous walking in this place and it's not even real. So here we have, workstations, dudes work here, break areas of course. These guys are probably the ones that like do more of the emailing and the managing, or this guy is like the one who goes out and collects the debt people owe to the company, And in here we have places where you'd actually go and attempt to get a loan because, oh boy, that's the fun part of life, isn't it? So you try to get a loan here, you're guys sitting here, you're sitting here, and you're like, I'd like a loan, and the guy says, No. So, you know, fun stuff. Fun stuff. So this is like some kind of important manager, maybe, of the credit department. And then you got yourself, once again, another chair here where somebody is trying to get along. So, once again, I put a lot of thought into this building. This really was a fun building to make because I just had fun with all the departments and whatnot. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Management. This is the place you really don't want to end up if you work here. You open the door. It's an ominous red carpeted hallway. You got yourself like a secretary over here that's like, hello there. Are you here to see the CEO? You know, you don't want to be here. So, you got a waiting area here because he's probably a very busy man. And then over here we got, I don't know, a little meeting room where important people of the company meet, and they have a nice view of the city around them that they know full well they control because, you know, these people owe them money. So, that guy over there, yeah, he owes them money. He owns them. I mean, they own them. They own him. So anyway, interesting little room there. You walk in here, you brave the jungle that is this hallway, you enter the building, and the guy's sitting here, and he's just sitting there ominously looking at you like, ah, yes, Mr. Anderson, I've been expecting you. Please, take a seat. You know, the words you never want to hear. So, of course, because it's the CEO's office, he's rich. He's filthy rich, man. He's got a nice TV set up here if he wants to watch some Hulu or Netflix. Got a nice little office here. He's got some books, a filing cabinets of people he's going to fire later today. And, of course, he's got the nearly extinct axolotls inside of his fish tank because he can afford to own these. Because he totally, and I mean totally, purchased these with his own money and not money from the corporation. And the CEO of this corporation may or may not be me. So anyway, interesting lore part of the story there. You know, I know you guys are really excited to get a deep dive into the lore of my city world. But anyway, leaving up here, you got a basic rooftop. Really, really beautiful view, I'm not gonna lie. I love the view of this because I've built so much. And I've done the roads and everything. It looks amazing. I can just see for miles. So I'm gonna jump down, you know, and because we're invincible, no fall damage. Little parking lot here, and lag. Oh my goodness. Over here, we have a modern apartment building. This building is also based off of a real building, and it was a challenge to make, actually. I remember this logistically was a challenge. So you enter here, you got yourself the reception area. I know it doesn't look like it, it's very small, but I had a limited footprint to work with and wanted some spacious apartments. So you got a kitchen, you got yourself a place to chill, relax, watch TV. I mean, a little view of a parking deck over there. And you got a little, I don't know, I can't quite call it a balcony because it's on the ground, but, you know, the ones above it are balconies, but this is, like, on the ground, so, you know. And also, a little detail, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I can't show you. I'll tell you when we get there, but this is actually a slightly taller fence than the ones, or a taller railing than the ones above it, because obviously you don't want people jumping over and getting in your house. You know, I think of these things now. So, here we have, you know, a little bedroom. I actually have curtains now in my houses, so, or sometimes, it depends. And then you got a bathroom. So, a single person lives there. Here we have like an elevator. Yeah, don't ask how this works. You walk into another room. This is a room here. You got yourself a bathroom here. You got yourself a nice area over here, little kitchen. You got yourself a nice little balcony here, so you can look at the evil, ominous mine bank building. And then you got yourself bedroom over here. And then, if we leave here, we can go up, and I believe every floor is the same, but I wanted to go ahead and show you that I have nice creative designs for the hallways, and they're not just filled with empty nothingness. So, there you go. And if we come to the very, very top, we have a rooftop like relaxation area. Not quite it's like a hangout area. It doesn't quite have any pools or anything but it's a nice little hangout area. You got some chairs, some tables, and you got a little fire over here so you can enjoy a nice fire. And it overlooks parts of the city over here. So next, I believe, what is this building number? This is 35. So I think 38, 39. What is this? 40? Okay, so I know what I did. I built these two. So this is when I decided to build some slightly larger suburban houses, because obviously people probably need larger houses for larger families. So we got a garage door here. We got ourselves, this is 36. Enter the house. You got yourself no shades, because I forgot them. Nice. Ugh. My voice, good lord. Okay. Here we have, a little kitchen area. Nice little kitchen area. You got a little kitchen here. You got a furnace and whatnot. Over here, we have the bathroom. Because I think of these things now. Because people need to go poo. I mean, it happens. Okay? It happens sometimes nowadays, alright? I consider these things now. I didn't consider them when I started, but now I'm like, probably smart for a house that I'm planning to sell, quote unquote, in this world, to have a bathroom in it. Just a bit of a thought. But anyway, we have a garage here. I'm actually very proud of this design for like a garage door. I think it is probably as close to probably as close to a garage door as you're gonna get. So very nice. No car though, because this person is probably at work because it's the middle of the day. But let's go upstairs and come in here. You gotta now see, this person is a member of the organization, and we go over in here, and this person is probably like the kid's room. He doesn't know anything about what his parents does in the organization. They just occasionally every night go for, or every once in a while they go for business meetings. So they want to have a night out, if you know what I mean. So, and then they go to those meetings. So, a nice little family house here. You can fit a small family in here. I actually started to think of that kind of stuff when I made these larger houses. And I built custom trees that look much better than the other ones. I mean, not perfect, but hey. I mean, they look fine. They look pretty nice. And I even put little particle things in them so it looks like leaves are falling. Got a little pond in the back here, another tree in the front, and then we got this house here. Good God, lag, please. Which actually, lag. Okay, sorry. Good God, I'm sorry, this game's lagging. These people actually have a Volkswagen bus. Seriously, I'm not kidding. That's what this is. So if we come in here, we got another garage door that's actually being opened at the moment. I'm so proud of this garage door design. I really am. I think it turned out amazing. And we got a garage here where this person is probably backing into the garage from work, but I don't know how the heck they're going to fit a Volkswagen bus inside of that. But anyway, good luck to them. They got a tree in the yard, which is a nice looking tree, a little decent little tree they got here. That is just permanently on because this tree is in the way, which both adds character and shows that I don't plan fully when it comes to building. I just kind of wing it sometimes. You come in here, you got a massive interior. I mean, this is a huge open house. Like, dude, this is a palace, bro. Like, for real. That is a Simpsons quote, isn't it? God, I'm just quoting everything today. But anyway, got little lamp shades which are turned this way because this is the least likely angle you are to view the lamp from. And I didn't want you to see the skull face, but it looks nice as a lamp and serves a function as a lamp too. And then over here you got yourself a kitchen. I put up curtains finally in these houses. I started thinking about curtains because those are kind of necessary. And you got a nice little place here. You got a garage. I already showed that. And then you got like a little like not a parabola. What is this called? Not a gondola. Whatever in the world this is. Little extension. Got a little fountain in the backyard and a nice yard that doesn't have a big tree here. It's you know, a nice little yard. Did I show the upstairs the previous house? Yes, I did. Okay, you go upstairs here over this nice spiral staircase, and you come up here and you got yourself a little bathroom. A nice little bathroom here, and you walk over through here, and you got yourself just the nicest. I do mean the nicest. Yeah, it's no windows, but you got a nice little room here. You come over here, got a little workstation. There's no screen. You know, this is so recent. I'm actually gonna do this. Okay, I normally wouldn't do this, but because this is a relatively recent build of mine, I don't mind editing it a little bit. At least put an off screen on it or something. But anyway, and here's another bedroom, and that's the end of this house. So you got a little window back there, some blinds. It's a nice little house. You know, you got a lot in this little house. It's quite nice. Then after building number 37, I built these three here, which are pretty plain, pretty basic. You got yourself, they're pretty short too. You got yourself this nice little clothing store, and if you go upstairs into here, you got yourself this kind of kitchen area here. And you go into here, you got yourself a bedroom, and then you got a bathroom over here, I believe. Yep, pretty standard little house here. Nothing too crazy. And I believe, let me check here. I actually have like a little laptop here. No, that's a different building. Okay. I think it might be one of these actually. Is it one of these? Yes, here we go. So that little laptop design, which is just the a painting and a pressure plate. Very nice little build hack for you guys. But here we have building number 39. We're getting there, guys. I promise you, we're getting there. We're getting to the end. There's about 50 something buildings, so I promise we are almost there. And here we have, you know, a nice little, this is like a small business. This isn't like a super large business. I didn't quite decide what it was. I think I decided it was like a small wireless carrier or something. So nothing really crazy. Like a Cricket or something, if you guys... is Cricket still around? I don't know. But anyway. I don't mean the sport, by the way. This is a little kitchen. Got some blinds, which are kind of meh. I'm not really feeling these blinds, not gonna lie. And where you come in here, you got a bathroom, a bedroom, and you got a nice closet here. And that is this house. And we have the next building over, which is a bit more unique. This is actually a music store in the bottom. So this is a nice little music store. You got some guitars here. You got yourself a jukebox, a drum set, which I tried my hardest to build. I know it didn't turn out the best. Some speakers, some music discs, obviously. Random chest for no reason. And you got yourself a little reception area, or a little cashier area here. And you got yourself some jukeboxes. If we come upstairs here, we have a bedroom. And then over here we have a nice bathroom, you know, for you to really be in. A little tiny kitchen here. This is a very small apartment, by the way, because I think I shoved 2 apartments in here. And see, this is how little space there was, and how ironic. Guy sleeping in his front entrance from his house, and you see a Lamborghini over there. How ironic. But you got a little kitchen, little dining area, and a bathroom that's very small. All the necessities of life, but absolutely no space for anything else. So, I mean, this guy lives pretty minimally, if you will, or you know. Not everyone in a city is super rich, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. So, looking for building 41, I think. What is this? 47? 47. Oh, right, because I numbered those. I think this was next. number 42. So this is building number 42. Another suburban house with a much smaller footprint, or smaller house to yard ratio. The house is much bigger than the yard. So in here we have a pretty nice little interior, nice blue carpets, little kitchen over here. I'm sorry, I can't. Those have to go all the way up, or they don't at all. Thank you so much. That is so much better. I'm gonna hold that because I know there's more in this house. But anyway, a little workstation here, a piecing. You got a little kitchen here, a little living room over here, which of course you know if you're in the living room, you cannot actually die, guys. You can't get killed in the living room because it's the living room. That would it'd be like they named it wrong, so they called it the living room, not the dying room. So anyway, in here got a garage. Once again, same garage door design. If we go up here, we gotta put the blinds on. Not blinds, the shades. No, not shades. The curtains. Good lord, I forgot what they were called. Got a bedroom here though. Nice little bedroom we got in there. Over here, got a nice little bedroom here. Just gonna put my shades, my curtains. God, I keep forgetting curtains. In here, got a little closet. Just a nice little room here, master bedroom. We got a bathroom over here with a massive window that your neighbors can see through, because you know we are not ashamed of anything here. So that's how that works. And that is this house. If we come over, we have RRR. Now this is another brand name of mine. Stands for Retro Restaurant, and it is just a retro looking restaurant using a very unique block palettes. Like, I think this was more of a challenge to myself to find a way to use purple blocks in a build. I was like, I want to find a build that I can use purple blocks in. And honestly, the only thing that comes to mind is like a Retro's 50s diner. That is it. Because these things are terrible. They can't be used in anything. But I use them in this nice retro looking restaurant, which has no cars in its parking lot because I didn't build those yet. But all this kind of logistical stuff here will be sorted out later. I'm still building in the city. So if we come in here, we have just a nice interior. But I mean, this is just, I like how bright it is. I like how it looks. It really gives you that relaxing feel. We got a little hanging lantern at your table. Someone comes and they give you burgers, they give you fries. This is where you're gonna have a good time, okay? Got I guess drink machines here and stuff, and then you got you cook the patties here, cook them fresh, everyone can see. I can just imagine, the 300-pound chef behind here flipping the patties. It's it's a nice little diner. I like it. So after that, I built this monstrosity, which took me way too long, which is the parking garage. A small, okay, maybe not small, a medium-sized parking garage, and it's got 3 trees in the front here, which all have leaves coming down. This is such a feel right here. I love this look. You got little security stations here where someone lets you in and out of the building, and a little detail I actually put here is this car actually going into the parking garage. And as you can tell, they really are pushing that height limit, which actually every vehicle in here, I believe, can fit in within the height limit. So this is a car design of mine of some kind of SUV. This is my design. I think this is my design. It might be kind of based off of someone else's, but it is my design. That's my design. That is a design of mine, but it's kind of based off of something, but it is a design of mine. This is Corralis's Mini Cooper. This is a design of mine, a design of mine, a design of mine. Most of these cars, this was more of a challenge to myself to both build something this large and be able to build vehicles, because vehicles are very important. And I'm not someone who really builds that many vehicles. So my design, that's Karalis' Mini Cooper. My design, my design, my design, that is my design, my design, my design, my design. As you can tell, I really tried my hardest to use as few other people's cars as possible. So these are basically all my design. I mean, almost all of them are mine that I designed myself. I tried my best. I know I didn't do the best job in the world, but hey, look man. Okay, I tried. That's what's important. So here we have some more cars. Some of them are repeated cars, but they're all kind of different looking. Very similar colors. You'll see a lot of whites, grays, blacks, not a whole lot of colors, except for my highway, which I decided to just go crazy on with colors. But this is my 2-lane on each side highway, which is kind of going in both directions here. This is actually an entrance ramp, that's an exit ramp, and all of this is actually based oh right, and I want to show you guys this. This is modified Pocket truck, which was also a modified version of someone else's truck. I was thinking of making a gas company, but I was like, what should my gas company be? And I thought of real life ones, and I came across, I was thinking British Petroleum. So instead we have American Gas. Guys, my genius. My genius knows no bounds. I am the biggest genius. Like, how creative is that? But anyway, yeah, I mean, it's a nice little truck you got here. What's cool about this is you can actually fit into the truck, so you can actually feel like you're in a truck. I'm serious. Look, like, this is so cool. Like, I'm a simple man. I appreciate the simple things, and I appreciate this. This is nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and address the elephant in the room that you probably have now just caught a glimpse of. This monstrosity. This is my current project. This is the mall. Now, I started this before I started my channel, so I can't exactly do like a time lapse of this, but the Spring Valley Mall, which is what this is this is where all of my building has been recently. I've been building in this, making nice custom. Is that a real brand? I feel like every time I see this, I know this is a real brand. Like, and I'm trying my best to not actually use real brands, but I think this is a real brand. I might have to rename this store. But I'm not going to give a tour of this just yet, because I'm going to give this a tour of this in a separate video. This, because Lord knows this video is already 5 hours long. I need to end this. This is going to be a tour in a separate video. I promise you guys that this will probably be finished, maybe finished at some point. I don't know. It's a big project, so I've been very busy with it, or was very busy with it. I've been kind of taking a break, but if my video uploads begin to slow down or something, I'm working in the city world, probably on this thing. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really do. Okay, this video was hard to make. First of all, my voice has been given out the whole video. I feel my voice quitting on me, which has never happened in the history of me doing YouTube. Oh god, that was lag. But honestly, I wanted to do this video because I wanted to do some Let's Builds at some point. And honestly, this has been fun. I've enjoyed going back and looking through my buildings, and honestly, I can't believe I've probably been building in this world for like 6 months. I mean, or maybe a year. I mean, it's been a while. I've been building in this world for a long time, and I really wanted to show you guys everything I've built and how proud I am of myself and the things I have built. So I am not a You're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh. I am not a builder, okay? I am someone who builds, but I am not a builder because I don't think I have the confidence to say that you can hand me something or some theme and I can build something really cool based off of that no matter what it is, because I'm not quite a builder. I am someone who builds. I build more, I like to build in the more modern style. I like to build more contemporary buildings, but I am not a builder, okay? I do build a little bit though, but a little bits, a tiny little bits, but I'm not a builder. So anyway, I just want to show you guys this world. I'm gonna try my best to improve as someone who builds and get better with every video, and I might even do some tutorials or some just time lapses of me building things in the future. Let me know what you guys are interested in seeing in terms of building in creative mode. But this has been fun. I've enjoyed going back and looking back at my world. It's been an interesting journey from start to finish. I'm tired. My voice is giving out. I've been recording all day, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, be sure to blow up that like button, which is something that will hopefully never happen to this city. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.